بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sunday class lesson number 45, basic religious teaching. Be wise and live wisely. Dear children, childhood is a wonderful time filled with games, affection, outings, pampering, and more. Your real life truly begins when you grow a little older. Allah has given you this precious and wonderful phase of childhood before the start of your real life so that you can gain knowledge and with it develop wisdom. Therefore, strive to become wise and live your life wisely. Dear children, today we want to tell an important thing to you. To the people learn everything from experience. When you were very young, you would reach out to grab whatever you saw. Yes. Sometimes you stretched your hand toward a sharp knife and your mother held you back. Other times, you picked up scissors and your mother stopped you with a short, yes, shout. Once you went extended your hand towards a burning candle and your father prevented you from reaching it. At some point, you might have stepped closer to a fire, felt a slight burn, and learned from that experience becoming cautious and never stepping near the fire again because you experienced its heat. Childhood is a time to understand the reality of things. What is hard, what is hot, what is cool, what is sweet, what is bitter, what is salty, and what is sharp. Similarly, who is quick tempered and who is calm, who is soft hearted and who is affectionate, who is sincere and who is dishonest, who is beneficial and who is harmful, who has humanity and who lacks it, who is trustworthy and who is deceitful. Dear children, just as you read books, learn to read people's faces too. Face reading means recognizing a person by observing his expression and avoiding him if there is a possibility of harm and deceit. The kind of wisdom and insight is essential in everyone's life. Always remember one thing: the characteristic of faith and belief is that a person guided by it does not get deceived by others. If a believer is deceived once, his character is such that he won't be deceived by the same person again. In a narration from the Sahih Bukhari, Hadrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu relates that the messenger of Mercy Muhammad said, "A believer is not bitten from the same hole twice." This hadith means that if a believer is deceived once, he will not let that same person deceive him again. Dear children, Allah has given you the intellect, and with this intellect, He has blessed you with knowledge. If you use this intellect and knowledge, you will also gain experience. Every day, try to learn something in the realm of experience. Use this experience to find the benefits and advantages in this world and the hereafter. And work hard to avoid harm and losses in this world and the hereafter. It is the responsibility of every believing child to act sensibly and prudently. And always remember that if you want to protect yourself from harm, use your words wisely. Before speaking, think carefully about what you want to say. That is why wise people have given us a valuable saying: think before you speak. Those who weigh their words first stay safe and secure, while those who speak without taking often suffer losses and even up with nothing but regret. When someone talks to you, do not start speaking without considering your words. Remember, when you open your mouth, your skill and flaws both become apparent to others. Therefore, people cannot judge a silent person as either good or bad, nor they can judge him as sincere or deceitful. Rather, to understand a person, you need to hear him speak. It is through his word that his character unfolds. As he speaks, people start to see whether germs and pearls come from his tongue or bitter or poisonous words. So from a young age, develop the habit of thinking before you speak and then speak with wisdom. Let your words reflect your wisdom, making it clear that you are a sensible person. Your conversation should reveal your character. A person is recognized first by his words and only then by his actions, morals, and character. Dear children, today we want to share another valuable piece of advice with you. Whenever you say something, think carefully first. Will this statement please my Lord or will it displease him? If a child from a young age or at least from youth develops the habit of considering whether these words against anger his Lord and he speaks with this feeling, he will be called a good and true person. Remember that your good words elevate your status and rank, while bad words can lead you to fall into a pit or a valley. Now it is up to you which path you choose. In this connection, let us share a hadith with you to confirm that this really is the truth. The narration is from the Sahih Bukhari, where the Hadrat Abu Hurairah reports that he heard our Prophet Muhammad say, sometime a bondsman might utter a word that please Allah without paying attention, and Allah raises his rank because of it. Similarly, sometime a bondsman might say something that displeases Allah without paying attention, and because of it he falls into hell. Allahu Akbar. May Allah save all of us. Dear children, this hadith gives glad tidings to those whose words please Allah, raising their ranks, and it serves as a warning to those who speak words that displease Allah. So speak only word that will make your Lord happy and avoid saying anything that would displease your Lord. Dear children, imagine you have two kinds of friends in front of you. One type is the friend who talks all the time, whose words flow like the continuous snipping of scissors, and who just keeps speaking. The other type is the friend who speaks less only when necessary and mostly silent. Today we want to test your wisdom and intelligence. Which of these two types of friend would you prefer? The one who talks a lot or the one who speaks less? If your answer is that you would choose the one who talks a lot, then surely you are making a big mistake. If your answer is that you would choose the friend who speaks less, then you are indeed wise, intelligent, and understanding. This is because a person who talks too much will always try to dominate you, keep you silent, and make his opinions prevail over yours, leaving you unable to express yourself. So make friends with those who speak less. To support this, let us share a hadith with you today. This narration is from the book Shu'ab al-Iman. Hadrat Abu Hurairah reported that the Messenger of Muhammad said, when you see a person who has been blessed with a simplicity in worldly matter and with the habits of speaking less, then draw close to him, for such a person has been granted wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom are great blessing from Allah. Speak word of knowledge and wisdom. When you grow older, you will truly understand the deeper meaning of wisdom and knowledge. For today, this is enough. Now, inshallah, the two verses of the Quran Majid. وَأَقِيمُوا الْوَزْنَ بِالْقِسْطِ, and establish weight with justice. When we weight something, we should not be deceitful, but we are accurately and justly. This is the command given in the verse. وَلَا تُخْسِرُوا الْمِيزَانَ, and do not give less in measure. Giving less than what is due when weighting is considered deceitful. Allah has forbidden us from reducing the weight. Now, inshallah, the two hadiths. The first one, إِذَا سَمِعْتُمُ النَّدَاءَ فَقُولُوا مِثْلَ مَا يَقُولُ الْمُؤَذِّنِ. When you hear the call to prayer, so what the mu'adhin says, the Messenger of Muhammad has instructed that when we hear the azan, we should repeat the words of the azan as the response of the azan. When the mu'adhin say Allahu Akbar, we should also say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Similarly, we should reply to the other words of the azan. However, for Hayya al-Salah and the Hayya al-Falah, we should respond with La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Second hadith is Yassiru wa la tu'assiru. Prophet Muhammad advised the leader of his community to deal gently with subordinates, making things easier for them and not placing unnecessary burdens upon them. We should aim to treat others with kindness and avoid being harsh or strict. Now, inshallah, I will explain Seerat of Messenger of Muhammad, construction of Kaaba with pure wealth. The Quraysh decided that only lawful wealth would be used in rebuilding of the Kaaba. They resolved not to use funds from the interest, ill-gotten gains, or wrongful sources. For the new construction of the Kaaba, the old building had to be dismantled, but no one had the courage to dismantle the Kaaba, fearing the calamity might befall them before taking down to the Kaaba. Finally, Walid bin Mughira al-Muqazmi began the demolition, and when the Quraysh saw that no harm came to him, others joined in. Then the rebuilding of the Kaaba commenced with the agreed upon condition of the using only pure wealth. When the Quraysh ran short of lawful funds, they shortened the Kaaba by approximately 6 cubits in the north side, a part known as the Hatim. The Quraysh also raised the door of the Kaaba above ground so that only those granted permission could enter. Today the Kaaba stands 15 meters high with the Hajar Aswad placed about 1.5 meters above the ground. Now inshallah will explain the good morals spent on yourself and on others. You must have heard the name of Qarun. He was very rich and possessed endless treasures. The keys to his stores were so heavy they had to be carried on his strong camels. Quran had vast wealth, Quran had everything, but he lacked faith. Though Quran had riches, his wealth brought him no benefit because he hoarded it instead of helping others in need. As he passed by his treasures, he felt great pride and arrogance, boasting about this wealth. People told him, do not forget to enjoy your share of your wealth, spend on yourself and also do goodness for others as Allah has blessed you. But the Quran arrogantly replied, no one gave me this wealth. I earned this wealth through my knowledge and skill. His pride and conceit lead to his downfall. Allah caused Qarun and his treasures to be swallowed by the earth, showing us the fate of such arrogant people. We should learn from this story to spend what we have on both ourselves and those in need around us. Now inshallah will explain life etiquettes right after the passing of parent. Continuously pray for the parent, fulfill their promises and wishes, maintain a good relation with their relatives like aunts and uncles, treat the brother with the respect that is given to the father. Now inshallah will explain Shariat Issues, the prayer of the sick. If a person is so ill and they cannot stand at all, or standing causes extremely discomfort, or the illness could worsen by standing, or if he feels dizzy and fearing falling, or if he can stand but cannot perform ruku or sajda, he is permitted to pray while seated. If the sick person cannot even sit for prayer, he may pray laying down. In this case, he should lie on his back with the feet deceiving the Qibla without stretching them out. The knees should be slightly raised and may place a pillow under his head so it is slightly elevated, and use a head movement to indicate ruku and sajda. This method is preferred. It is also permissible to lay on the right side facing the Qibla or on the left side and use head movements for prayer. Of these two cases, laying on the right side is preferred. If the person becomes so weak that he cannot even gesture with his head, he should delay the prayer. If he stayed persists for more than a day and night, he is not required to make up the missed prayer. However, if he regains the ability to gesture with his head within a day and night, he must make up any missed prayer within that period up to 5 prayers or fews. Now inshallah we'll explain morning and evening supplication. After each prayer, when raising from a gathering, recite the supplication. Bismillahilladhi la ilaha illa huwa ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma adhib anni al-hamma wal-huzn. For numbness of the legs, recite this supplication. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Now we'll ask a question, please give answer. Let's see who will give the correct answer. The first one, from whom does a person learn everything? Second one, what is the age of understanding the reality of everything? Third one, how do we recognize a person? Fourth one, translate a believer is not bitten twice from the same hole into Arabic. Whose responsibility it is to act wisely and sensibly? Sixth one, how will you know if someone is wise? Seventh one, what should one consider before speaking? Eighth one, what is the result of saying something that pleases Allah? Ninth one, what is the consequences of saying something that angers Allah? 10th one, have you resolved to speak only to those words that please and satisfy Allah? 11th one, what commands is given in the verse 9th of the Surah Rahman? What does yassiru wa la tu'assiru means? 13th one, state 3 rights after the passing of one's parents. 14th one, what is the supplication when raising from a gathering? 15th one, what did the Quraysh do when they ran out of lawful funds during the reconstruction of the Kaaba? Okay children, class is dismissed. I'll see you on a Sunday. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.